Ask Jay, episode 36. Roll 'em. Guess what, guys? I just drove 12, no, more than 12 hours to North Carolina. I'm here on the beach. Um, and as you see, I'm laying down because I deserve it. I just drove 10 hours, 12 hours, a lot of hours. And I'm still doing my video because I'm committed to our 90 days like I promised. And I'm here visiting family. It's actually my grandfather's birthday this week. He turned 70 something, but he looks like he's like 49. And we're going to have Thanksgiving tomorrow with the family. So I'm excited about that. My first time ever driving in North Carolina. I always fly everywhere. So this time I did it the old-fashioned way and we drove. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving to you and all your families. And I hope that you guys are not going to embarrass me, you, and just destroy all the momentum we have and go shop on Black Friday. That would be unwise. That would be selfish of you, actually. Think about our Uncle Eric Gardner. Think about our cousin Sandra Bland. Think about our cousin Freddie from B-More. Think about our cousin Mike Brown. Think about Laquan McDonald, whose verdict just came out, or they maybe charged Officer Chicago for shooting him 16 times unarmed. Right? Think about all the injustice. Think about mass incarceration. Think about unequal school systems. Think about how if we don't spend our money this Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Cyber Monday, it will actually make a difference. Just how the Mizzou boycott made a difference and made that president and that chancellor resign. Because those athletes wouldn't play football for one game. The money matters. So just don't do it. Save your money this one time in your life. Don't be selfish. And do it for the injustices that are going on and have been going on, so that way we can starve the pockets and shorten the profits of the corporations who pay for these lobbyists that go lobby these politicians that make these laws that hurt us. That's why we're doing it. To hurt these corporations that pay for these lobbyists that lobby these politicians that make laws that hurt us. Nobody's eating this Black Friday. So anyway, my motivational message of the day for this Ask Jay episode 36 is never be scared to tell the truth. Or, let me say it like this. Sometimes telling the truth is scary, but never let that fear get in your way of telling the truth. So like there's things that I say that I know aren't popular, but they're truth. There hasn't been any comments under any of my posts that says he's a lie. He's a liar. You may not like what I say, but doesn't mean that I'm telling a lie. You just don't like what I say or how I say it, but I tell the truth. It's the same thing that I found with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I never listened to Minister Louis Farrakhan because I let the world tell me and the media tell me that he was like just this out of touch, super pro-black, almost racist black man, Nation of Islam, whatever. So I thought that his message was just far left or far right or far anything. And I never even listened to it for myself until this year, until 6 months ago. And as I listened to Minister Farrakhan and went to his YouTube, where there's thousands of videos of his speeches, I dissected all of them, and he says many of the things that I say. And even the things that he says that are abrasive and bold and blatant, they're not lies. I haven't caught him in any lie as I vetted his speeches and him as a person, as a minister, and as a leader. And it's like we get so caught up in the way the message sounds instead of actually the message and is it truth or not. So never be upset with someone for telling the truth just because you don't want to hear it or you don't like how it's said. And don't you back away from the truth because you feel like it's going to upset somebody. Like, the truth shall set you free. Set us free. Jesus told the truth. Malcolm told the truth. Gandhi told the truth. Even JFK told the truth. And sometimes telling the truth comes with sacrifice, but it is what it is. Don't you go get scary and not be a truth teller and start falling victim to the pressures of the powers that be. And now you want to go along with the status quo and just not tell the truth. So that's my motivation message of the day. Like, be a truth teller. And that's who I am. That's how I'm going to live, regardless of what comes with it. And so with all that, let's get into our Ask Jay 5 questions of the day. What's up?
Okay. The first question is from YouTube, from Rico Warren. Can you speak on the commercial side of the real estate game? Any tips or advice would be appreciated.
Sure thing. So the commercial real estate game is not much different than the residential game. It's typically bigger numbers. There's different financing involved, which means you need to get familiar with that financing and get commercial financiers, meaning banks or mortgage companies or lenders. You need to understand their guidelines and their programs, and then you just work backwards. Figure out what kind of guidelines. Like right now, I'm in a investment property condo in a building that is full of condos, and someone owns this unit. I don't own this unit. Someone owns this building, but nevertheless, it all could be financed just depending on whatever the guidelines are for the bank, and you just follow those guidelines. And if you don't have the criteria to meet those guidelines, you then do it. The great part about commercial is that you can do 100% financing through commercial if you know how to syndicate a deal properly. You can actually pull partners and investors together to the table without any money of your own and execute a commercial transaction and get paid off of it and have ownership in it. And that's what we're actually going to be teaching in the J. Morrison Academy, which enrollment opens December 1st. And I have a great webinar November 30th. Make sure you're on our list for this webinar. It's the best. It's going to be the best webinar I've ever done. If you guys watch any of my videos from Perfect Credit or the Breakfast Club or the Wake Up video or the NBC Today Show or Real Estate A through Z or the Building Black Wealth webinar I just released yesterday, whatever, better than all of those. This webinar coming on November 30th, how to activate your wealth DNA. I'm telling you, best webinar I ever did. So make sure you're on the email list and you are ready for that webinar on the 30th. But commercial it's just scaling up. It's not as hard as everybody thinks. Next question.
The next question is from Instagram, from @JordanD_89.
Mm-hmm.
Does this method work for white people too? I'm interested in investing, but not sure if my skin would stop this particular method from working for me in regards to your Building Black Wealth video.
Well, I don't think that your skin color, I don't think I ever said anything about your skin color not working for you. I just talked about how a strategy for black people who are the poorest in America, ways in which they could build wealth. And @Jordan_whatever, if you actually went to the video and watched it, I actually said in the video this works for everybody, it can work for anybody, but I'm specifically giving strategies that can work for my community, the black community, which I'm a part of, and knowing the troubles, issues, and condition in which we're in. So, absolutely, Jordan, for your yellow, white, red, brown, or whatever color skin you have, my Building Black Wealth tips can also work for you. In case there was any innuendo or insinuation there, it can work for anyone, but it was targeted towards my community because I know what we need. And being that my community has been through, what is it now, 400 years of oppression in America, 246 of which was enslavement, and 100 of which was in Jim Crow and Black Code and vagrancy laws. You guys should look those up. Black Code, vagrancy tactics, vagrancy laws. Anyway, mass incarceration. So, I did something specific for us, being that the American government never repaired black people. I am taking ownership and accountability for myself being a black man in my community, and I'm helping repair us myself. So no one should ever get offended, and I'm not saying Jordan is, because maybe he's not, but no one should ever get offended when a black person wants to do for black people. Because we don't get offended when a Jewish person wants to do for Jewish people, or an Italian wants to do for Italian people, or a Korean wants to do for a Korean person, or an Indian American wants to do for an Indian person. We never get offended. It only seems to be a level of offense when a black person wants to do for black people. It's okay. We're not up to anything other than trying to repair ourselves, because we're left with no choice, and it's what we should do, because our community is in dire need. So that's it. Next question.
Okay. The next question is also from Instagram, from @_thebank. If I find a deal on the MLS, do I simply reach out to the realtor and make an offer, or is there a different process we should follow due to realtors?
I'm assuming that he's speaking of wholesaling, right? Just because I'm smart, I can read context clues. And yes, when wholesaling or buying and flipping or anything, if the property's listed on MLS and there's a realtor involved, you approach the deal the same exact way. The realtor is just representative for the buyer. That's it. Nothing else changes. Next question.
Next question is from Twitter, from Simply Andrea. What are a couple of methods that you use to motivate yourself if you hit a block or are uninspired?
Ooh, great question. Actually, the best of the day so far. When I hit a block, and I do hit blocks, right? It's easy to get uninspired or to get frustrated, especially when you're an entrepreneur, especially when you have big ideas, especially in the social activism space. I really think about, my purpose and my calling. And so I kind of think about two things. One, I remind myself that, and I wrote this in my notes actually, I'm going to do a video or email my Facebook fan page on it. And make sure you guys like my Facebook fan page if you're not. I do like different things on there than any other platform. But I write some pretty nice stuff sometimes. But do your best and then let God do the rest. Like, look, do your best and move out the way. Let God do him. Like, that's one thing that motivates me. It's like, once I know I gave my best, it's nothing else I can do. If I gave my absolute best, I know I didn't BS, I know I wasn't distracted, I know I looked at all the holes, I double-checked my numbers, whatever it is, and I've done my best, I'm done. Like, the rest up to God. Maybe he didn't want me to have this victory. So I don't get stressed out about things I cannot control once I have given my best. Now, if I know I slacked off, then I beat myself up, because I shouldn't be slacking off. So that's one thing. Two, I think about my daughters. I think about our community. I think about the people that I do the work that I do for. And a lot of times what also helped me is I'll read my emails from you all, or I'll read some comments. I did a video, I didn't post it. I just did a screenshot and did a little video of comments that you guys put on my videos. And I was so impressed with the comments. You guys uplifted my spirits, honestly. It was like 18 back, all positive comments. Like no BS, no cracking jokes, all love. And so, tap into who and what inspires you when you hit a block. And get re-inspired and hit another gear. And just know if your will to succeed is strong enough, you will not fail. And that's 5?
No, one more.
One more. Oh, my bad.
Last one is from Facebook, from Tiffany D.
Tiff.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Woo! I gotta say, a fried turkey. Man, I swear I hope somebody is frying a turkey tomorrow. There's nothing like a deep fried turkey. I'm trying to tell y'all, if you never had a fried turkey, it is the best. It's the best dish probably ever made. It's juicy, it's flavorful. It's just, I can't even explain it. It's crispy on the outside, fried turkey. Second of that, some good greens, collard greens. And the second of that, some yams. Third of that, some mac and cheese. Fourth to that, I don't know, I'm running out of stuff. I don't like the cranberry sauce and all that kind of stuff. But tomorrow we're going to get it in. Ask Jay, episode 37 coming tomorrow, man. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. This is what real looks like. I'm telling you, this is what real looks like all day, every day. And make sure you like this video or dislike if you feel like that. Comment below. Share it. And subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Thank y'all. At episode 36, we out. Peace.